I'm Greg Hahn. I'm the guy that was fortunate enough to be able to fly this aircraft. It was a very good time, and I feel very fortunate to have been a part of it and asked by Joe and his company to do the piloting privileges of the test flight and the flights that ensued over the next 4 or 5 days at the AMA here in July. Got to fly a lot of different airplanes in my day. I've been a commercial pilot most of my life and do a lot of flying. I've got a lot of hours, and one of the things I like about this airplane was the fact that it was huge. It was easy to see. As models go, the larger they get, the more like a full-scale aircraft they get. Everything is slow, the roll moments is slower, and it's not really hard to make the aircraft look like a real one, because it is a real one. It is half scale. I mean, there are some full-scale aircraft that are that size. So the aircraft itself isn't the most maneuverable thing in the world. As a model, it maneuvers a little bit better, but it's still pretty slow in roll and pitch, and you essentially just glide it around in circles and make some nice laps with it. I was a little bit surprised with the aircraft as light as it flew. Of course, being 125 pounds, I would say that if the airplane weighed 225 pounds, it would, I'm not going to say fly easier, but the characteristics would be easier to handle, especially on landing, because you might not have noticed it in the video, but when the aircraft landed, the aircraft was very light on its feet. And so when you come in for a landing, if you don't have the speed correct on final, and as you start to flare, the thing wants to float a little bit. And so planning it and getting it to stay on the ground was a little bit difficult, especially with the tires, which are essentially balloons that are blown up and very soft. So, but flying the aircraft was great. The motor flew the airplane very well. I think it's about 30 horsepower. So you're in a situation of about 1 horsepower what does that come out to? About 25%, which it's a little bit high. So we flew at about half to a third throttle most of the time, and the aircraft came off the ground good, landed well, and made some really nice show passes, especially with smoke on.